On the air everywhere, this is New England Broadcasting.
You know, it wasn't until Prince Harry and Meghan Markowitz, whatever, broke away from the royal family. It wasn't until then that I realized I so much don't care. I mean, I knew I didn't care about the royal stuff a long time ago. But when one of those people got married with the pageantry and that Cinderella coach in Buckingham Palace and the big cathedrals where they were doing their vows and the pretty music, I mean, we all got sucked into that. But only like because we were brought up on fairy tales, and it was a fairy tale like in front of our eyes in real life. It was a sick thing. I mean, monarchy is a sick thing. I mean, it's like dictatorship by people with a lot of money. It's pageantry. It's just stupid. I mean, how can you watch all that pageantry and stupidity and not look in the mirror and say, "Oh my God, this is stupid"? The best word for it is stupid. They look stupid. There's a grown woman, pretty much on her deathbed, walking around with a big crown on her head like she's the queen of the margarine industry. It's very strange, wearing all this expensive jewelry and being protected by in a palace by men walking around with big fuzzy hats, and it's weird, man. And then tourists show up and watch the changing of the guard. The hell does that mean? I've been watching the palace for 6 hours. It's your turn, Bob. All right, let's do it with pageantry. It's just stupid. And the English people, the British, look so stupid following them, like but making big deals about. Did you hear about the Queen? She changed her shoes yesterday. She's wearing white pumps. That's the front page of the paper over there. What's going on with that? It's weird. Then you have Queen Elizabeth there, who's like Oprah, and then you got Prince Philip, her husband, who's like Stedman. It's just odd to me. Everything's so odd. England has like a prime minister, which is like our president. They have the Parliament, which is like our Congress, but yet they still keep this royal thing kicking around. And it's just so stupid. It's the definition of stupidity. And then some people in this country do follow that royal stuff. I've spent my whole life wondering how people can be so interested in that. It's just, I know why, because it seems like fiction over here. But if that was actually happening in this country, if we actually had a royal family besides the Kardashians, we'd be a sick society. Like, why are you even bothering with that? So stupid. Yeah, I know. So Prince Harry Montalbaum Jr. II, Robert V, and Meghan Markle, whom I only know from television, from game shows. You know, that's all I know her from. It's true. Yeah, deal or no deal. Other than that, I guess for Prince Harry it was a deal. So when Meghan and Harry, may I use their first names because I know them personally, when they decide to split from the royal family, my reaction was, good for you. Who cares? Whatever. But people are talking about this. Is there nothing else to talk about? Do you not have like rheumatoid arthritis? Can you not be focused on something else? What the hell, man? The royal family. This actually still goes on. Here's what that should happen. England should say to the royal family, to Queen Elizabeth and all her cohorts, England should turn around and say, we're going to stop this royal shit. You can stay in your house, I suppose, pay property tax, and whatever. You're just another rich family as far as we're concerned, walking around with jewels, and we're supposed to feel good about ourselves while you have all the money. Wait a minute. Kind of thing is this? I mean, just because you're born into the royal family because someone in the royal family gave birth to you, now you're in line for a throne that makes no difference whatsoever. I'm going to get the throne someday. And so what are you going to do with it? What are you going to rule the world? You have no power, you asshole. What are you talking about with the throne thing? See, it's not the thing itself, it's the people that enable it. That's the danger. It's just like that Trump thing. It's not him himself, although it actually is. It's the people that enable him to do all that crap and to act that way and to get away with that stuff. It's the enablers. It's them. The poor enablers. How are you?
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
His royal family walks around knighting people as if that makes a difference. Yes, I've been knighted by the Queen. Okay, you want to go to lunch? I mean, so what? Would I like to be knighted by the Queen and be Sir Van Dam? Kinda no. I kinda don't like that title anyway. When I walk into a convenience store and I say like, where are the tasty cakes? Where's your coffee? And they said, it's in the back there, sir, on the side. It's down that aisle on the side, sir. Don't call me sir. I haven't been knighted. You make me feel old. I'm just a guy. Here's a real insult in England, and why I could never live there. If you're not a member of the royal family, you're considered a commoner. What did you just call me? Excuse me? What did you just call me? Oh, no, you didn't. Did you call me a commoner? Yes, you are just common. You have no importance to anybody. You're just one of those common life forms that are just walking around, just knocking into things. You're just common. There's nothing special about you at all. You're just one of them. You're one of... And that's the problem with royalty, as they sit in their thrones in their big palaces, that they're all just commoners. They're just, you look down upon them. They're commoners. I could never. Why do you people put up with that? Tolerate so much crap. We really do. We just tolerate stuff. We're so lazy that we've gotten into this tolerance thing. Life is not how much you tolerate. That's not the definition of that. A marriage isn't how much you tolerate the other person. That's not anything. That's not anything. Can you imagine being in the royal family and not getting along with your spouse? Ugh, God. So, in a way, thank you, Meghan and Harry. Look how I put her name first. Isn't that cool? Thank you, Meghan and Harry, for parting from the stupidity of the royal family. But you did it halfway. You still want to have a tie with it. When you break, you got to break. It's like Brexit. Like, get the hell out of there. You know what I mean? Go buy a home in Canada. Something. Just get out of there, man. Get out of there while you can. All right. That's the good part. The bad part is you're making me talk about this, so stop it. All right. We're going to move on because that's what happens
You are listening to Ron Van Dam, the gentle, fast-acting laxative of the podcast world. Don't you feel better already?
You know, what, something wrong? Wait, we got a problem? You got a problem with me? I'm old enough to know what I do well and what I don't do well. I've reached that age. I know what I can do well, and I know what I can't do well, as I just said 2 seconds ago. And I know what I can't do well is just about everything. And I know the things that I can do well are maybe 2 things. I can eat really well, and I can drink really well. Beyond that, the expertise starts to wane. One thing I really can't do and really hate to do and have hated all my life, I mean, and the word hate is a strong word, but I mean it. I hate assembling things. One of the most difficult things about having children was to have to assemble things for them. Everything that you bought for the kids had to be assembled. I am so bad at that, it's not funny. It's just not. It's like this show. It's just not funny. I can't assemble. I can't take something and put it together with something else. And to make it even worse, I can't read instructions. I mean, I'm able to. I know how to read. I get it. But instructions are frustrating. They never make sense. They're never simple. They're always complicated. There's a part A, a part B, a part C. And in the illustrations, I can't figure out what they're talking about. Their illustrations are so horrible. Now, I know most of the stuff comes from China. I don't think that's an excuse. I cannot understand the instructions. They're asking me to do impossible things that cannot be done by humans. I don't like to be told what to do. I never have. It's been one of my things since I was born. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like to be told what to do, ever, ever, ever. I didn't have a problem with my parents telling me what to do because I understand they were trying to wean me. They were trying to give me values and morals and teach me things. They were my parents. I'll give them that much. As long as it didn't smack my butt, I gave them some leeway. But strangers telling me what to do, I don't think so. And to me, instructions on how to assemble something, you're telling me what to do, and I'm not capable of doing it. It's not that I'm not capable, I'll argue with myself immediately. It's that I just don't want to do it. Why can't I buy something assembled? What is the problem with that? Well, Ron, it's shipping, and it's transporting the item. If it's fully put together, that's no excuse. You deliver furniture. When I buy a couch from a furniture store, do I have to put the couch together? Do I have to match part A to part B to make the frame and insert the springs into part C and part D only after completing part W? No, they deliver the couch. 2 strong men, could be women, usually not, ever. They come into, they pull the truck up into my driveway or in front of my apartment building, wherever you may live, and they bring it in, 2 strong guys. It's in bubble wrap, and they place it, and they leave, and you tip them, and God's work is done. You have a couch. Why can't they do that with why must I assemble something? Who am I? Why would I spend money and then have to toil in order to use it and put it together? That's not why I bought it. I bought it for convenience. Just bring it in, put it down, and get the hell out of my house. Assemble things? What are you, serious? Me? What do you take? You think this society is a do-it-yourself, put-together-yourself society? It's not. I'm not a part of that. There's a store called IKEA, which is not far from me. Physically, mentally, it's like light years away. And you walk in the store, and you get lost. You need a GPS system. It's a big store. But almost all the stuff in the store, you have to assemble yourself. It's like if you buy a light bulb. You got to buy the glass and the filaments and the little LED things inside, insert them in. Everything at IKEA has to be assembled. Even the salespeople have to be assembled. It's awful. It's an awful place. They sell you stuff, and then they turn around and they say, put it together yourself. I don't have the time. We just sell the shit. We don't put it together. Well, then you're not my store, IKEA. I'm afraid not. You are like a gathering of people that love to assemble things. I'm not your people. I'm not your people. I'm not part of you. We have nothing to talk about. I hate assembling. When I open up a box and I spill out all the components onto the floor, I look at it and I go panic mode. Here we go. Oh no, here we go. There's going to be a piece missing. Something isn't going to fit the way it's supposed to. A screw isn't going to fit into the socket. Something's going to go wrong. So inevitably, I get frustrated. And I usually on the first page is when I hit frustration. It's not toward the end. It's the first page. So what do? I circumvent the instructions. I say, okay, here are the parts. Let's play a game. Let's see if we can put it together just by looking at the picture. I think we should all do that. I think people would stop making us assemble things. Puzzles. Oh, man. Puzzles. Why? You have a perfectly nice picture. Why did you cut it up into pieces? Well, Ron, it's to tease your brain to see if you can reassemble it. You said assemble. I don't want to do that assembly stuff. You had a perfectly nice picture of a bird. Then you cut it up into little pieces and you gave it to me and said, now try to fit the pieces to make the bird again. Why would I do that? You already had the picture of the bird. Oh, it's so frustrating. Oh, this piece doesn't fit. Oh, this piece doesn't fit. This looks like it fit. Oh, it doesn't fit. How about this piece? No, this doesn't fit. Let's try this bit. That doesn't fit. We need something with a little bit of a bulb on the end of the piece that'll fit into that little crook area over there. How about this piece? No, that doesn't fit. Try this piece. No, that doesn't fit. How about this piece? No, that's the wrong color. Well, what if it's the wrong shape? Well, how about this? No, that's not the right one. There must be pieces missing. Then you always say to yourself, there must be pieces missing. Then you get down on your knees on all four limbs that you have, and you start searching under couches and under rugs. Well, maybe a piece fell on the floor and it got swept up somewhere. Now this whole puzzle is no good. And you go on some type of a mad search to find puzzle pieces, which are usually in the crevice of the chair or the couch that you're sitting in. They're just elusive. They're like socks in a dryer. They just disappear. Well, how about this piece? This doesn't fit. How about this? No, that doesn't fit. How about this? No, that doesn't fit. That's the wrong color. How it's the wrong shape. No, I'm sorry, that doesn't fit. How about over here? No, that doesn't fit. How about over here? No, that doesn't fit. This doesn't fit. No, that doesn't fit either. This doesn't fit. What about this one? This doesn't fit. How about that one over there? That doesn't fit. Let's try it. Nope, doesn't fit. It goes on all day. It's a negative entity. Everything doesn't fit. It's like buying shoes at Walmart. Well, it's an 11, but it doesn't fit. No, that doesn't fit. How about the 10.5? No, that doesn't fit. How about the 12? No, that doesn't fit. Nothing fits. Nothing fits in life. Have you figured that out yet? Life is a gigantic thing that you have to assemble, and none of the parts really fit. Sometimes you get excited, like when you're doing a jigsaw puzzle, and a part actually fits. How's that possible? Yes, it fit yesterday. I did a puzzle and one of the pieces fit. It's an accomplishment. You go, it's wonderful, but you got another like 6,000 pieces now. I don't do jigsaw puzzles when there's more than like 300 or 500 pieces. Anything over that, you're really starting to hurt people. Some people say, I love doing 1,000-piece puzzles. What? What's wrong with you? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? You only have one life. Why ruin it like this? If there was a jigsaw puzzle that was just 6 pieces, even that would be tough. But at least I'd have a chance. It's one guy against 6 pieces. The odds on that are pretty good. One guy against 500, 1,000 pieces. Don't even bother. I don't care. Don't even bother. Here's a funny thing about a jigsaw puzzle. When you're finished with it, it's an incredible feeling of accomplishment. Oh my God, it's like orgasm. And it's better than that, believe me. You finish the puzzle, you sit there, 1,000 pieces have been assembled on your behalf. You actually found the proper space for all of them. And there's the puzzle, and there you are standing there staring at the puzzle that you just did. All of a sudden that euphoria starts to melt very quickly. In the sense like, okay, I finished the puzzle, so what? That's the way it started. That's the way they intended it to start. Now what do I do? It's like the Rubik's Cube. Okay, that's the way it was manufactured. All the blue is on one side, all the yellow's on that side, all the red's on that side. Now what do I do? Frame it? I don't think anybody cares. Nobody cares. I've just wasted a lot of time for nothing. I've just realized that. It happens a lot. Oh, a lot.
You may say to yourself, I listen to and enjoy the Ron Van Dam podcast. What does that say about me as a person? You're probably going to want to sit down for this one. It's going to take a while. And it's not, good. It's the Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Hi there.
Hi, Shannon.
Ron, it's Shannon in Atlanta. How are you?
Shannon, it's Ron in Boston.
How are you in Boston?
I'm doing fine. Thank you so much for asking. Shannon Cook is, she knows everything. That's what they told me.
That's a big claim.
They said Shannon Cook is a Spotify trends expert. This program is on Spotify, and it's a wonderful situation. And we're talking, about. The new year has passed. Thank God we're out of that thing. And I know that you have some suggestions about some trends that are starting to pop up.
Yeah, this time of year we like to focus a little bit on fitness and workout, and people really do rely on Spotify as a support system, I guess, when it comes to working out or wellness routines like meditation and stuff. And we have so much music that caters to working out, and we've discovered that we have more than 54 million workout-themed playlists on Spotify that our listeners around the world have created. And from those playlists, we're able to pick out which songs are the most popular for working out. And I can share those songs with you if you like.
Yeah, sure.
Funnily enough, the most popular workout song on Spotify is Eminem's song, Till I Collapse. This is a song, it's nearly 20 years old now, but it is consistently the top streamed workout song on Spotify. People like yesterday, I'm sure people added it to their brand new workout playlist. It's just a super motivational song. The lyrics are really, really motivating, and it also has a great beat. That's always our top workout song. Another popular one is Ed Sheeran's I Don't Care, his collaboration with Justin Bieber. It was very popular last year. And another song that came out of nowhere last year is a song called Dance Monkey. It's from an Australian singer called Tones and I. It's currently our top streaming song around the world on Spotify. It has a really upbeat tempo. I can understand why people are enjoying working out to that. There's also a Shawn Mendes song, If I Can't Have You, is really popular, and another Ed Sheeran collaboration, Beautiful People. His duet with Khalid is popular, which I think is kind of funny. A song called Beautiful People, people are sweating to, because a lot of people are trying to work out so that they improve their appearance, not just to feel good.
Well, when you improve your appearance, I guess you feel good too.
That is true.
Yeah, music is very, very interesting in the sense that when you have it with you, it pushes you forward. It makes everything that much more intense. And certainly working out to music actually makes your workout better. It actually does. Something that I use Spotify for and music is meditation, because I find it very difficult to clear my mind ever. So I use music for that, and I know Spotify has a huge collection for that.
Yeah, that's really encouraging to hear, and you are officially on trend because we noticed that in the last year, streams of meditation themed playlists actually rose by about 113%.
Yeah,
and meditation is something that it's sort of gone mainstream in the last couple of years. It's not a sort of taboo activity now. Even in schools, my kids actually have meditation built into their curriculum.
Oh, wonderful. Wow. That's cool.
There was nothing like that when I was going through school. And I think I really could have benefited from it. So I'm really happy when my kids come home and say, oh, we meditated today. But yeah, meditation-themed playlists are a big deal on Spotify, and I think, they tend to feature down-tempo, often instrumental music,
yes.
Slow BPM type tracks, and I think we're going to continue to see more playlists along those lines being created by our listeners in 2020.
Yeah, you can basically choose any category that can pop into your head, and you'll find that category on Spotify. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah, I try to do the meditation every day, especially while Trump is president. I have to escape somehow. So, it works out. I mean, I don't know what I'd do without it at a point,
Oh, good.
Yeah. Besides those categories that we talked about, what other one really hits the plate?
Well, running is really, really popular. I think a lot of people have created running-themed playlists, and I think that makes sense because running is an activity where you can have your headphones or your earbuds in, and you're not flailing around at a gym. You get up a nice steady pace, and you can keep your headphones in place.
That's funny.
And also, I think music is just a great companion for running. Whenever I run, I start to get a bit bored, frankly, and lonely.
No kidding.
So having someone singing to me or, providing a beat that I can run in time to is really helpful when running.
That's what people say to me when I work out. They say, Ron, stop flailing around, will you? It's embarrassing.
You're a flailer. Well, stick to the meditation. No flailing in meditation.
No flailing. I get one of those T-shirts like this. It says no flailing on it or something. All right. Spotify can be found quite easily, obviously.
Yeah, just go to Spotify.com on your desktop, and you can figure out how to download it, or you can easily download it on your phone. And the nice thing is, as well as we have music experts who curate all manner of playlists, as you mentioned, for all kinds of categories related to fitness and wellness. But you can make your own really easily. So I encourage you to find what works for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed by your past, to be honest with you. You've interviewed some of the biggest people in the music industry, so you kind of know your stuff. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Well, thanks. I try to know my stuff. I've had a really fun career in the music business. Yeah. And I have had the chance to interview some fun people, and it's nice when I'm talking about these songs and artists, and I'm able to sort of think back, well, I actually met that person, and I interviewed them. I know a bit about them.
It's pretty cool. It's a cool deal. I'm only known for flailing. So
you're known for meditating,
and flailing,
and entertaining people on the airwaves. Well, so you've got some skills. Let's not be hard on ourselves in 2020.
Right. See, I've got to find a station that teaches you not to be hard on yourself in 2020.
There you go.
Right. Hey, thank you so much for your time today, Shannon. It's always a pleasure to speak to you.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye. Well, there you have it for today. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. That's my goal. You to me are like a gigantic puzzle. I'm trying to figure you out to this day. I am. I don't understand you. I really don't. I don't. But it's not my business. You're not the royal family. I don't have to like you. Royal family. Oh, my God. It still bothers me. It bothers me. It's just not right. It's just not right. All men were created equal. Women too, by the way. They just didn't put that in there because at that time you didn't count. What a wonderful country this is. It didn't say all men and women are created equal. I think it just said all men, meaning you too women. Oh, man, I don't know. That doesn't even make sense. Nothing makes sense. How's everything with you, by the way? I've been talking about myself for like almost half an hour now, and I haven't asked you how you are. That is so rude. If I was at a party and I just talked incessantly like this and started playing interviews, you'd walk away from me or at least get another drink at some point. But you're very nice here. You don't interrupt me. You don't say anything. You're really very nice. Because I can't hear you. That's why. Because even if you said something to me, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I've tuned you out. You've tuned me in. I've tuned you out. It's like a cocktail party, and I'm like this at a cocktail party. People come up and speak to me, and I see their lips moving, but I do not hear them. I tuned them out. Ron, how are you? It's been a long time. I'm sorry. Did you say something to me? I'm sorry. I saw your lips move. I think something came out of it, but I didn't hear it. I didn't hear. Say it again to me. What did you ask me? Ron, it's been a long time. How have you been? I'm sorry. I can't hear you. It's not that you're speaking softly. I just am not accepting anything. I mean, I see the effort, but I cannot accept the word. I can't hear you. I'm not processing your language. I mean, I speak English too, but that comes out of me. What comes out of you, I can't put it together. I don't know. I don't know your motivation. I don't know where you're coming from. I don't know why you're saying that to me. Are you saying it to me to start a conversation, to hear yourself talk, to make yourself known on the planet? I mean, I don't understand why you're doing this. Why did you come up and speak to me? What's your point? What is your point? Write it down. Send it to me. Here's my address. Send it in the mail. And I'll read it. That way I can probably understand it. If I even want to read it, I might just throw it away like junk mail. Let me tell all you people that send me junk mail to my house, I don't read it. I look at the return address. I see who it's from. If it's not from somebody that I regard as communicable, like a disease, I just throw you right in the garbage. You're just wasting postage, and you're wasting paper. I don't even open you up. I don't even open your envelopes up. No, I'm not going to contribute to your stupid fund. I mean, thanks for the address labels, but that was on you. I mean, I didn't ask you to send me address labels. If you want to do that, fine, I'll use them. I don't care. But don't expect me to pay you for them in some type of a thing to help save the children. What? That was cold, by the way. No, children are being saved all the time, and they should be saved. I shouldn't be the one to do it. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to save myself. Do you understand what I'm doing here? I'm trying to save myself. Most Americans are trying to save themselves. Yes, Ron, but they also have a heart, and they try to save other people, too. Well, that's why they're there. That's their purpose, isn't it? They're serving their purpose. I'm serving mine. What's your problem? All right. This is getting like really personally embarrassing. So I'll be back again tomorrow with a brand new show. I hope you join me then. Of course, this isn't the way I really am. This is an act. I am actually a member of the theater. I'm in the IMDb thing. I am performing for you. I do not actually believe all the things that I say. It's just if I were to be completely nice, I don't think you'd listen as much. So I have to be grumpy and distasteful and over-satirical and dry. Am I like that in real life? Okay. Tomorrow? You want to do this again tomorrow? Yeah, I'll talk about different stuff. Thank you for listening to my theatrical performance today. You can hear me on iHeartRadio, iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Radio Public, YouTube, Podbean Network, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Player FM, New England Broadcasting.com. Have yourselves a wonderful day. I wish you peace.